I've said a few times how the bang pivot concept is a foundational concept in Mike McDaniel's offense with the Miami Dolphins. And what I mean by that is it's a lot of the offense is built around the two man concept. So here on the weak side, the left side, we can see the bang pivot concept. The bang pivot consists of what I call a bang dig, which is like a 7-step mini dig, a speed cut dig that can be rounded flat or stays a little bit skinnier. From the number one receiver or the on-ball receiver, and then the number two receiver here runs with what I call the pivot route. So it's a two-way option route where he's either going to sit down versus a strong flat presence, or he'll break out if he has pressure from the inside here. So he's basically sitting away from the closest defender. Um, the Miami Dolphins will pair this with a lot of different concepts, and they also run it a bunch of different ways too. So they'll run it strong, they'll run it weak, they'll run four strong versions of it, and then they'll also build in shot plays off of it as well to take advantage of coverages that can stop the play on the front side. So the concept itself is a front side concept, and I wanted to talk here about a unique backside concept they ran with it out of empty. So one way defenses on paper and on the field can stop the bang pivot concept is by playing like a tight cover one, or like an aggressive match cover three, where this flat defender here can force the receiver to sit down by playing high outside leverage here, but he's also playing tight enough where this is not a sustainable throw for the offense. So they can basically get 2/2 essentially on this side. Now, with help from the weak hook defender or middle hole player in cover one, they can squeeze that dig window if that receiver does end up winning against the corner who's outside leveraged. So against this look, the offense has to give answers to their quarterback on the backside. And here's a unique pairing that I liked that I wanted to talk about. So right here, the Dolphins, out of a normal splits, they'll send Tyreek Hill here on kind of like a two-step slant route over the top. And in this case, it's their tight end they'll bring behind him on kind of like a slot fade rail route here up the numbers. Now, what this does that I like out of empty is a lot of times the Shanahan McDaniel type of offenses will run backside return routes. And these defenders, while playing with outside leverage, can sometimes sit on these routes because they take time to develop, and it's also a tendency for the offense. So going empty, and from the number two receiver tagging a slant, we're now able to get to that window a different way by also creating some more leverage for it. Now, building in this slot fade action too creates some confusion between these two defenders, and also allows for a potential big play on the backside as well against pure man coverage if we get a nice pick action there. Another benefit running it out of empty is having this the number one receiver kind of come under on like a delayed slant, or you can even turn it into a fin route coming through as kind of the check down, if you will, coming through on this concept. So I thought this was a unique play, a unique combination that the Dolphins ran with this concept.